Tonight on Maxdiggy Music, who killed hip-hop? Was it club music? Was it radio executives? Was it Ja Rule? Might have been Ja Rule. You'll find out right after this. To the lab.
Throw your hands in the air, Maxdiggy Music.
What's up, people? This is Maxdiggy and welcome again to Maxdiggy Music. A lot of the stuff that I'm going to be talking about today, some of y'all might not even know about because you might be a little bit too young. I mean, if you're 13 years old, then this was before you even born, a lot of it. Or, you know, maybe you're just not really that hip to what hip-hop is about and that sort of thing. And that's cool because this really applies to more than just hip-hop. This is just my opinion, okay? So you might think something different. You might hear a totally different argument from somebody else. This is my opinion from all of the things that I've absorbed doing and listening and being a fan of hip-hop music. So you've heard it many times before. Hip-hop is dead, right? Jay-Z said it, Kanye said it, lots of people have said it. You hear it over and over and over. Hip-hop's dead, hip-hop's dead. Question I bring is, well, if it's dead, who the hell killed it? It's simple to say who killed hip-hop, but I really want to start by saying why hip-hop is dead. I think you gotta go back to 1995 because to me, 1995 is the epitome of hip-hop. This is hip-hop at its peak. Biggie, Tupac, Jay-Z was still out, Wu-Tang Clan was out, Redman, Method Man, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Common, all these immaculate artists are still doing their thing and they fighting. And hip-hop and R&B is at its peak. I honestly feel like some of the greatest songs came out around that time. I know a lot of hip-hop artists were amazing well before Tupac and Biggie. I have mad respect for Kool Moe Dee, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, Run DMC, all of the pioneers. So hip-hop did not start in 1995, obviously. But to me, based on the fact that hip-hop really had its first taste of commercial success, more and more hip-hop songs start to creep into MTV, start to creep into commercials, start to creep into movie soundtracks. It's when the world starts to really respect hip-hop and it goes from being more of an underground urban culture to being global, and there's no room for being whack. You cannot come out with a whack song in 1995. You cannot come out with an okay song in 1995. You had to come out with the bomb, the dopest stuff that you had, or else you were not getting played on the radio. You were not getting played on video because there was just so much talent at that time. And then with the death of Tupac and the death of Biggie, it's almost like the floor just collapsed and people from both sides are shocked and the world is like, wow, this is what can happen if you let something escalate to a point of demonism almost. Hip-hop is confused. All of the fans and even artists themselves are trying to figure out, what do we do now? Because of the void that Pac and Big left, a lot of things just were not really vibing. There was a lot of experimentation going on during around that time from 96, 97, 98. It's funny because just around this time of collapse is the rise of technology in music and the rise of MP3s and people starting to listen to musical content on the internet. And I think around the time of the void came the birth of independent artists. When you have people like Cash Money and Master P and them who came up pretty much independent, who sold CDs from the trunk of their car, made mixtapes and made CDs at their house and small studios, and went just to the street and just started grinding, selling CDs at their car, and it worked. They made lots of money that way and were able to come up that way. So now you start getting people figuring out, wow, we can actually make money from just doing what we do without going to the labels, without going to the big dogs. We'll just set up a buzz down here and they'll come to us. So I say this to say, because of that time, and it's moved on and evolved, because now it is so easy for you to put out material. You have a lot of people that are doing music and maybe they might not be the greatest, but they hustle. and they know a lot of people, and they have a lot of money from whatever it is that they do on the side, and so they can money their way into the business. I've heard of a lot of MCs that are out that are amazing, and they don't get anywhere because nobody knows who they are. Vice versa, I've heard a lot of people who I just cannot stand musically, but they hustle they butt off, and they have the money to push themselves out further, and so they become very popular. And so now, because you have all these people that can do that, you have labels, and you have radio stations, and you have TV executives who are nervous as heck because they have all of these people that are saturated, and they want to make money so bad, and they know that people aren't buying CDs anymore. They're just buying singles. They're buying MP3s, and they might even be buying them. They just downloading them. So they have to try and get whatever they can get to make profit. And how do you make profit? By taking a chance on somebody who is very talented, where it used to be where it was very likely that if a person was in the industry and you are a very talented musician and they hear you, they say, wow, this person is very talented. I'm going to take a chance on this person, and we're going to talk to the people that I work for and see if we can get this guy out there, and I believe that the world will love it. That is dead. Now people are listening to people and saying, yeah, this guy's good, but he doesn't have any fan base. He doesn't have any buzz on YouTube or on WorldStar or on any of these musical websites, so we can't take a chance on this dude. No chances. This is about prove to me that you can make us money right now. And if you can do that, you get your shot. And when you stop doing that, we are cutting you off, which is why you see so many artists that come out and they got hot for a few months, and then you never hear from them again. So that is why you have all of these songs that are on the radio and they all sound the same. You have all of these things that are on BET's Top 10 and they all pretty much sound the same. You have some of the same characters that are, you know, doing their thing, and it's not much other than that. And it's kind of sad. So I say that to say, to answer our question, who killed hip-hop? In my opinion, it's the root of all evil, man. Money. Money killed hip-hop. Because as soon as money came into the game, and as soon as people started to really get income from this, then it was only a matter of time before money would control every decision that we make. So, what can you do? Well, be yourself, man. Take a stand. If you like something, then listen to it. Support it. If you like an artist, then support that artist. If you feel that this person is good, then support that person, push that person, put them out on your Facebook. Tell people about that artist, and don't worry about if they play that artist in a club, or if your friends listen to it all the time, or if they don't. If you like it and nobody else does, then you be the voice for those people. Thanks for coming again to Maxdiggy Music. I gotta give a shout out to my boys at Beefy & Co. for hooking me up with this lovely shirt. If you like it, you should go to their website. It's beefyco.com, BEEFYCO.com, and check them out. And until next time, peace. Flip side, I'm out.